This is the story of a couple who travel to different places for vacation and review beautiful rental houses. But one time they visit a scary house where terrible things start happening to them, and they don't know why. But do they get trapped in that scary house, or do they escape? Let's find out at the start of the story. We see a young couple, Mike and Claire, who run a YouTube channel called Superhost, where they travel to different places for vacation and review rental houses. Here we learn that their channel, Superhost, was once very successful, but now they have very few subscribers. In fact, they had to borrow money from Mike's parents to keep their business going, which has strained their relationship with Mike's parents a lot. But Mike plans to propose to Claire on their next trip to improve their tough situation. Their next destination is a beautiful house in the mountains where they wanted to go for many months, but that house was always booked. This time, they get a chance to go there. The host's username is BettyLeo52, and their house has a clean record. When Mike and Claire arrive and try to open the main door to enter the house, the door code doesn't work because they were given the wrong code. They keep calling the host, but there's no network on their phones, so they can't reach the host. Instead of waiting for the host, Mike and Claire start recording videos for their channel. While they're recording the house's host, Rebecca suddenly appears from behind. Rebecca's appearance is very scary, and her laugh is strange too. Actually, Rebecca saw Mike and Claire standing outside the house through her security camera. They ask Rebecca about the door code, and she explains that the last guest didn't want to leave the house, so she changed the security code and forgot to tell them the new one. After this, Rebecca opens the door and shows them the house. The house is as beautiful as Mike and Claire saw on the website. Mike starts checking the restroom while Claire takes out her camera to shoot a YouTube video and introduces Rebecca, the host of the house. But Rebecca tells Claire not to film and turns away. Claire is surprised. She tells Rebecca that while booking the house, she explained everything about what they do. Rebecca agreed to appear as the host in their YouTube video. Hearing Claire, Rebecca finally agrees to introduce herself in the video and mentions that the booking season is off right now, so she didn't expect a YouTuber to visit her house for a vacation before next week. During their talk, Mike comes and tells Rebecca the toilet flush isn't working. Rebecca says she'll bring repair tools tomorrow to fix it. After Rebecca leaves, they start filming a video, touring the house for their subscribers, recording everything from the bed to the oven. They mention odd things about the house, like no curtains on the windows, a "do not enter" sign on the basement storage room, security cameras everywhere, and a cat room despite no cat in the house. After filming, Claire doesn't like the video, but still asks Mike to upload it to their channel. Uploading takes a long time because the network is very slow. After uploading, they go to the balcony to discuss their tough situation. Claire is very worried about their bad times, but Mike says, though, "We're going through a rough patch, I'm happy we're together." That night, Mike can't sleep, so he checks the video on his laptop, but sees it hasn't uploaded yet. Then Mike goes to the balcony for fresh air, but sees Rebecca standing in the middle of the road, staring at him in a creepy way. Rebecca's eyes glow in the dark, and she waves her hand while staring at Mike. Just then, Claire comes to Mike on the balcony, and when Mike looks at the road again, Rebecca is gone. This scares Mike a bit. The next day, Mike sees an email on his phone from YouTube saying his channel is suspended. Claire says the bad review video they uploaded yesterday caused the suspension. She tries calling the YouTube helpline, but there's no network inside the house, so she goes outside to call. Then Rebecca arrives to fix the toilet, and despite seeing Claire busy on the phone, she keeps talking to her. Claire says she's on an important call and can't talk, but Rebecca keeps disturbing her. So Claire tells her to go inside and talk to Mike. Rebecca goes inside and starts fixing the toilet. At first she works easily, but after much effort the flush still doesn't work, so she gets frustrated and works angrily when the toilet still doesn't work. She tells Mike she'll bring an expert to fix it tomorrow. She also asks Mike not to give bad reviews about her house on their channel because of the broken toilet. Then Claire comes in and says she had trouble talking to the YouTube helpline due to a weak signal, but managed to give her account details. Later, they go for a walk in the jungle. Claire tells Mike that even with fewer subscribers, it may not be wise to make videos, but Mike says he enjoys making videos with her and wants to keep posting on the channel. Claire isn't happy because she's worried about paying rent and gets irritated telling Mike to go home. They return home and review all the footage they've taken, Claire keeps noticing that Rebecca's face looks disturbing and scary in all the videos. That night, while Mike and Claire sleep, a strange sound from outside wakes them. Claire is scared and tries calling the police, but there's no network on her phone. She tells Mike to check the alarm. He sees the alarm is on but turns it off to calm her. As he's about to go back, he hears another sound from the bathroom. When he checks, he sees the toilet is fixed and finds fake teeth stuck in the flush. When he removes them, the toilet works properly. The next morning, Mike gets a message from YouTube saying their account is active again. This news lifts their mood. Then he goes downstairs in his underwear and sees Rebecca cooking in the kitchen. Rebecca says she's making breakfast for them. Mike finds this odd and returns to the room. Both come down after going to Rebecca's house. Claire enjoys the breakfast and starts liking the situation. She says thanks, looking at the security camera, but Rebecca's voice comes from the security camera saying, "Most welcome." Hearing Rebecca respond, they're surprised. They realize Rebecca isn't just watching them through the camera, but also listening. While recording their trip, Mike and Claire want to tell viewers about their host, but Mike tells Claire that Rebecca is probably listening. So they turn off the camera in the room to shoot the video easily. Then someone throws a stone into the house from outside, nearly hitting Mike. Mike and Claire run outside and see a woman named Vera standing there. She's the second host of the house. The co-owner, Vera, says the bad review they gave about the house caused them a lot of loss. They stopped getting tenants and the house's demand dropped in the market. She says she reported them on YouTube, causing their channel suspension, and threw the stone at the window. Meanwhile, Rebecca arrives and, seeing the broken window, gets very angry at Vera. She says if Vera doesn't leave, she'll call the police. Vera tries to warn Rebecca to be careful of them or they'll ruin her business with bad reviews. But Rebecca gets angry and shouts and threatens Vera. Vera gets scared and leaves. Rebecca tells Mike and Claire she has some free time so they can shoot her interview for the house review if they want. At the start of the video, she's nervous and shouts to calm herself when Mike asks a question. Rebecca says this was her dad's house, and after he passed away, she inherited it. She sees the house as her dad's last memory, so she lives in a small house nearby to keep an eye on it and take care of it. She says she believes the house shouldn't stay empty, so she started renting it out. For the next question, she says she remembers old couples who let her spend holidays with them. Saying this, she cries, so Mike ends the interview there. At night, Mike and Claire review all the footage. Claire notices Rebecca's behavior on screen seems crazy. Claire says viewers like seeing crazy people, so they should make more videos of Rebecca. After saying this, she goes to sleep. But Mike secretly updates viewers on his channel that he'll propose to Claire the next day. Then he goes to sleep. Later, Rebecca stands outside the window watching them sleep angrily. The next day, Mike and Claire go to the jungle for a walk. Claire wants to record more footage, but Mike asks her to turn off the camera to propose. She turns it off and happily accepts his proposal. But Claire takes out the camera again and asks Mike to propose on camera for more views. Mike doesn't want to share his personal feelings on camera, so he gets angry and heads back to the rental house. Claire realizes her mistake, stops him, and apologizes. She promises not to touch the camera. When they return home, Claire sees her laptop on the floor playing Rebecca's interview. Then Mike finds a mail with the name Betty Lau Johnson, matching Rebecca's username, Betty Leo 52. This scares Mike and he starts packing to leave the house. Claire thinks they can make good videos by staying, so she doesn't want to leave. But when the security camera turns toward them, she gets scared, changes her mind, and runs to the car with Mike. After leaving, they feel safe, but a bit further, they see Rebecca standing in the road, forcing them to stop the car. She doesn't seem too worried about them leaving early. She says she wants to give them a final surprise and takes the camera, asking them to come with her. Mike doesn't want to go, but Claire convinces him they'll get more footage of Rebecca to improve their videos. Claire says if their videos get more views, they won't need to borrow money. They turn on the camera and follow Rebecca into the jungle. On the way, Rebecca shouts and introduces herself like Mike and Claire did at the start of their video. As they enter the dense jungle, Rebecca makes jumpy and scary sounds. Sometimes she laughs and scares them. Finally, they reach a place where Vera sits under a tree. Her hands and legs are tied and her face is taped. Both are shocked. Rebecca takes out a knife and asks Claire to record everything. She says she's sad they didn't enjoy staying, wants to surprise them. Then she removes her coat and hangs it on a tree. She apologizes to Vera and stabs her face with the knife. Then she keeps stabbing her stomach. Seeing this, Mike and Claire get so scared they run away. After killing Vera, Rebecca takes the camera records herself and chases them. Mike and Claire think it's not safe to go to the car because Rebecca might be waiting. So they run to the house, they lock themselves inside, but Mike goes out. When Rebecca's voice comes from the forest, he goes back inside and locks the door. Claire presses a special alarm button to call the police, but it doesn't work. Then she sees Rebecca standing outside the window, holding a car key. They watch her every move from the window. When Rebecca reaches the door, they try hard to stop her from entering. Claire tells Rebecca she'll delete all the forest footage and won't tell anyone. But Rebecca doesn't believe her and leaves for a bit, looking for another way out. Claire goes to the storage room where she wasn't supposed to go. Meanwhile, Mike watches Rebecca from the window. In the storage room, Claire finds a dish, a mug, a sleeping bag, and a computer. She realizes Rebecca lives in this storage room and lied about living in a nearby house. Claire accesses the security cameras from the computer and sees Mike holding a fireplace rod to protect himself. Then she sees a camera showing Rebecca watching Mike say something. Claire can't hear them since there's no audio option. Meanwhile, Rebecca tells Mike she killed Betty Lau and her cat because Betty didn't let her stay in the basement. Claire sees the internet is working. She uploads a video to their channel, asking viewers to send police. As the video starts uploading, she sees Rebecca coming from behind. Rebecca says she linked her phone to the camera's microphone to easily hear tenants' conversations without suspicion. Mike is still watching the cameras. He hears a scream from the storage room and realizes Claire is in danger and runs to save her. But it's too late. He sees Rebecca holding Claire's hair tightly with a knife, ready to kill her. As Mike arrives, she cuts Claire's throat with the knife. Seeing this, Mike runs outside and Rebecca chases him to catch him. She attacks him with the knife and injures him. Mike escapes the house and closes the door, but the knife injury makes it hard to walk from the pain. He falls to the ground. Then Rebecca comes out of the basement through a secret door. Seeing her approach, Mike stands and runs again. Rebecca follows him. Still acting like a YouTuber, she looks at the camera and tells Mike she killed 2 people today and is now killing the 3rd. The blood from Mike's wounds helps Rebecca track him. Mike keeps running and bumps into something, realizing it's the corpses of Betty Lau and her cat killed by Rebecca. Forgetting his pain, Mike runs faster and reaches his car. But the car's door is locked and he can't open it. He takes out his phone to call the police. But the car starts beeping loudly. The loud sound makes it hard to call. He tries to open the car door again, but it doesn't work. Then Mike sees the car's loud beep comes from Rebecca's remote button. She wanted to keep him busy until she reached him. When Rebecca reaches him, she sees Mike is nearly dead from the car's trap. She places the camera on the ground in recording mode, takes the engagement ring from Mike's pocket and puts it on her finger. Then she kills him with the knife. After this, she puts his body in the car's trunk and returns home. After washing her hands, she removes the ring and puts it on her necklace. Then she goes to the storage room and sees Claire's video uploaded to their channel, asking for help from viewers. Seeing this, Rebecca gets tense. But after reading the viewers' comments, her worries fade because they think it's just acting for the video to go viral, so no one believes it. Seeing this, Rebecca's very happy, leaves the video on the computer, smiles, and gets busy handling Claire's body. And with this, the movie ends here.